Alrighty then, let's go on to problem number 2. So I've got problem number 1 here. I'm just going to move it to the side a little, and I'm going to right click and make a new component and call it problem 2. Alright, and you can see when I do this, this component like kind of fades out. We're going to do a lot of stuff with components, so it is important that we continue to do this. And I'm going to make a sketch, and just like the previous one, I am going to go around that front face. Now we don't want to draw on our first component, so I'm just going to slide it down here. And what I am going to do is start counting my boxes. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 again, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. So I'm seeing a pattern. I'm going to go right on that baseline again. So these are going to line up, and I'm going to do another 5 by 8. If you hit tab when you're doing these dimensions, it'll let you go back and forth between them, which can be very handy. Or of course, after you draw it, you can go in and then you could add dimensions that way. So I've got a 5 by 8, and I know I have an area here I don't need, so I'm going to draw a rectangle through that so I don't extrude this bit. And this bit's going to be 3 by 3 if I look. So that bit's going to be 3 by 3. I don't need to extrude that, so I'm going to take care of that now, and that's an extra step. So these are the dimensions we'd start with. Going to hit finish sketch. I'm extruding it 4 back, so I'm going to go to extrude, and I am going to extrude this -4. Okay, give you all a second to see. Hit enter. I've got a couple things I got to take out of this one. I could have in the previous step taken care of this too, and I probably should have, but now it's going to have to be its own separate step. Once again, I've got to rotate here, so just so you can see, turn off the picture. I would prefer to rotate, turn the picture back on. And I've got to just take out this front lump half. So I'm basically going to draw a box in the middle. And I can go right to that middle point. See how it's got that triangle there? That is the middle point. So I want to snap right onto there. If I do that, I don't actually need to do the dimensions. They're going to be 2 by whatever the size of the box is. So I can get away with that. Hit finish sketch. I'm going to go back to my isometric by clicking the little home. If you missed that, I'll turn this off. So I was like this. I go click on the little house, and it will take me home. Very good stuff. And I'm just going to extrude down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 3. Boom. Okay. Now basically I got to do 2 triangles. I got to do a triangle here and a triangle here, much the same way I did in the first one. So I'm going to click on this face right here. I'm going to make a triangle. I'm going to avoid those center marks. I can always go back and dimension to them, but we do not want to make any kind of links to the center mark. So I'm going to draw a closed triangle. I am then going to dimension said triangle. So from this side, I gotta pull up my drawing here. It is 1, 2, 3 away from the edge. I'm actually gonna do it because I think it's easier to count this way. I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna go between here and here. It's 3 this way. Count the whole boxes, and then from here to the bottom of that face is 1. So I've got a 3 and a 1, quite visible. Hit finish sketch, and we're just gonna go straight through, whoosh, like so. All right. And finally, I'll go to the top face. I showed you how to spin it, so you can go check that out earlier in the video. I'm going to rotate that around, and once again, going to draw a closed triangle on the edges, making sure I avoid the triangle there, because then I would be stuck on the middle point, and we don't want that. And just looking the distance from here to here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. So I do 5 boxes, and then the distance from here to here is only 1 box. So I've got my 5 boxes and I got my 1 box. I'm going to hit finish sketch. I'm going to look at it from the top face. Going to click, going to drag it down, and click OK. And there you go. That is problem number 2. Splash a bit of color on it. Make appearance come out. I'm going to throw this one yellow. Alrighty. That is problem number 2.